Hey, how you guys doing? Let's do it to it. Okay, we're gonna go over Hikaru Nakamura. I was gonna go over one. They had the champions at St. Louis, but it isn't posted yet. So we're gonna go over one of his from the Masters tournament. So it's a really good one. It's a very recent one. E4, E6, D4. So it's the Karakhan. D5. And then the advanced Karakhan. So knight f5 is going to be played. And then go Harry, go Harry. He's a hero. Let's do it. And we got to give a shout out to Grandmaster Simon Williams for Harry the H pawn. And I guess he knows Simon Williams like we do because he played H5 as well. So they must know Simon, right? Because of they're using Harry, both of them. They're like one's like, nope, you're not gonna send Harry up the board any further than I'm not gonna let you do it because you know what? I know how powerful Harry can be. He can be an all-star. If he can get to H6, he can cause some big time damage. Harry can do some wicked moves and do some good and make our position better, but our opponent's position's worse. Yes, exactly. Oh yeah. Hey, how you guys doing? All right, let's do some tactics now that everybody's here, and we'll finish up on this because it's a 27 move one. Yeah, I gotta say, did you guys watch the tournament today in St. Louis? Boy, Nakamura did some really good endgame studies. I can't wait till those get posted because that has some really good endgame play, and we'll go over those once when they get posted. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's really interesting. The cool thing was Nakamura did real good. Fabi did good too. Wesley did okay. Um, we gotta root on Sam. He's having a hard time with Raptor when he's facing. I forgot his first name, but it's Raptor or something like that. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. But yeah, he's kind of outrate. His rating is like 100 points, I believe they were saying above Sam's. So Sam Shankland has a slight disadvantage in rating, but he'll pull through though. He'll pull through. His teammates will encourage him, and he'll spunk right back up and do good. You can't let losses get you down because what'll happen is it'll throw you into a tailspin. Even if he did have one bad day, there's still 2 more days to go. So if he rebounds and gets his energy boost back again, he'll win all those games and be right back on the same footing with his opponent. But he just has to not let the losses get to him because losses are part of life. Josh Waiskids learned that, and a lot of players have. So you know what? You got to bounce right back. You got to be like one of those little rubber bouncy balls. You know, it goes down, and then it comes right back up. You don't want to be glass. Let's just say glass may you may every once in a while by the grace of the Lord have it bounce, but the majority of the time it goes crash, and you don't want that. You have to be like the rubber ball that bounces up, then it comes back and you catch. Okay, let's see. enough of that. We got to get into our tactics. Let's see here. Alrighty. Okay. I wanna checkmate our opponent, but I'm Queen H7 allows our opponent to actually go King to F7. So we have to figure out a continuation in that line. I think we're still okay after we bring our bishop. So I think if we play bishop G6 check, if he comes up the board, that's the only sitch. I don't think he'll go over. I think he might come up. Well, he might come up the board. That's my only concern. Because if he ever steps on, excuse me, if he ever steps here, play the grub on E7, we can actually play bishop takes D4, and we use a pin to. Actually, we can't. Sorry, the bishop would take. Okay, so that doesn't work out like I thought it would. Ah, snap. That's not happy go lucky play there. We need some good play. Let's see here. Let's see, H7, F2, bishop there, king H7, queen takes G, D7. You mean, not D7, you mean D8. I think you mean, do you mean D8? I think, yeah, I think you mean, let me see if here. Let me see, queen takes, I think you mean D8. Yeah, D8 is what you mean. Oops, what in the world? Hold on, that didn't come out right. Why didn't that make an 8? Ah, there we go. Sorry about that. Somehow that, for some reason, it made a star. It must have been on caps. Okay. So there. E7. Boy, this is a interesting predicament for sure. Yeah, but trying to visualize this because I'm not exactly sure. Let's see here. So the one thing I'm a little sensitive on is nothing to do. It's not this here. It's if he comes up the board. What happens if he actually uh, oops, h7 f6. What happens if he comes up the board though? Let me see. Okay. I'm wondering if it's not this. No? Okay. What am I missing? Oh, it's take. Rats. That's not fun. Yeah, that was. Okay. Let's see. Queen takes. Okay, if we play queen takes b7, check. Excuse me. Rook takes b7. Rook takes b7. Check. So your bishop, queen takes b7, rook takes b7, rook takes b7, check, king a6. Nice. The only sitch is, what if he doesn't take though? What if he plays b6? Probably the same, right? The same sitch probably would happen. We'd probably play queen, queen takes b6. No, we couldn't play queen takes b6 after that because that wouldn't work. Let's see, A takes A is B there. That would shut down. If we played A6, he can shut down our whole attack by B6. Queen B6. Interesting. I'm liking your move there. Okay. Let's see here. Let's see our B takes C7 check. If bishop takes C7, rook takes B7 check, king C8, and then rook A8 check. I think we pick up the queen, but I don't think we want to win the queen. We want to go for a knockout. I think that is a knockout, now that I think about it. Close to a knockout. Yeah. That's close to a knockout. So what was it? Was it so it's bishop takes? Kazam. There we go. Then we just retreat the bishop back to d2 and in we come. Yeah. Oops. Oh, you want to analyze? Okay, we'll go over that after this then. Ay, ay, ay. Let me see here. Um, let's take a look at this. Okay. King takes f4. King e2. Okay. I really don't see any other way really but to take, because this is our opportunity to take the bishop right now. We're up a whole piece in that line. We're up a whole pawn, I mean. Well, what's the idea behind... so the idea behind is you don't want to take the bishop. Let's say bishop e4, c4, and then what about king takes f4? I'm thinking that we have to basically take at this point. This is our only opportunity to get anything going. I think we were forced to do that. This is the only way to hold. Anything else loses. So I'll show you. Yeah, boom. See that it's not that this wasn't a. Let me see. You place there. This right here allows d6, and then it's a draw. But here, if we take here, there, here, Queen A4, King F3. And now we're threatening basically a mate right here. And then when he comes here, we come there, and when he comes over here, then we actually checkmate right there. So Queen E8, that stops this here. Oops, we're not going to play there, so F2, King C3, and now we can actually play, if we wanted to, we could trade off if need be. See, he'd have to take here, and then we can, he has to get his king evolved. We just come up the board, he comes, let's see, and we queen. So you can just do that, and you win. Let me see. Okay. Queen F7 is an interesting idea. So yeah, Queen F7, Rook G8, Rook G8, Queen takes E7. I'm not sure what black does, so I'll just do dots there. And then what we could do is actually play bishop takes G7, check, rook takes G7. Well, maybe not. Well, that would be a pain in the drain, wouldn't it? Ooh, then let's throw in bishop takes G7 right now. Kaboom. Bishop takes G7. Check. King takes G7. Queen F7 check. king h8. I don't like that. I think he's got perpet though after here, and we play this. I think he's got queen g3. I think your idea about I think your idea about, let me see. Um, Here with the rook is the right idea. I think your rook idea is right. And then bishop to I think then it's after king h8 we might have queen d3, something like that. We could try rook f7 right away. I'm still thinking here. I just can't find a move. I like the sacrifice. So the sacrifice is right. So far, so good. Rook f7, check. King h8, rook takes h8, or h7, check. King takes h7, g6, king takes g6, queen f, queen to f, 7 check. Well, maybe not f7, so we can't do f7. Maybe bishop g bishop d3 at that point, check. I think we're still fine after rook here. I think we can actually play bishop d3 here and win. I think we're winning after bishop d3. I'm thinking queen e4 is a crushing move now that I think about it. Queen e4 crushes. Queen e4, queen g3 check, king f1, queen takes h3, check, king f5. That'd work too. Yeah, I'm thinking that's right. Or is it here? Is it? Hmm. Not that. Ah. It's okay. We'll get it back. Yeah. But you know what? We will get it. So not to worry. Don't worry. Oh, I got this one. Rook takes e5. Rook takes e5. Bishop takes d4. Check. That's a problem though. I only have one sitch after the king moves. After the king moves, king h1, bishop takes e5, and then he's got queen c8 check, king h7, and then queen takes d7. So we can't do that. That he picks up our queen. I mean our rook, not our queen, but our rook. I think we can win a rook this way though. Rook takes e6 or e5. This works here. Rook takes e5. Rook takes e5. Queen takes d4. Check. King h1. Queen takes e5. Queen c8 check, and then rook d8, and we're safe. Yeah. There we go. The other way around, we lose a rook. We have to keep the bishop there. See if we try doing it this way. We don't have this. And he takes there. But if we do it this way, then we're good. Yes, we are. And we did great there. Excellent work. Oh, these are bishops. These are fun. Bishop, d8, d8 check. If king, we'll say g4. Bishop. Okay, d7 check. King g3. Bishop c7 check. King f3. So I don't know if that works. I don't think that works. Oh, so basically, if we okay, I see what you're saying. Gotcha. So bishop e2 check. King g3. I think he still has king g3. I think we're trying to win here. We're trying to win the rook. We're trying to win the R. See if there's a way to win the R. Let's see, bishop d2. King f. We have to play bishop d8 because that's the only way to threaten the rook. Don't really see any other way but to check on d8 first. Do you see any other way but to start with bishop d8? Check. I don't see any other way. I've been looking. I looked at d2, but that doesn't really do anything. Ooh, there's mate. What am I talking about? Oh, bishop d2, d8 check. Yeah, it leads to mate with, yeah. So we're good. Let's go for it. And then, let's see, if we check, he blocks with the bishop. All we gotta do is move at that point. What are we missing here? Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah. We are taking it to the next level, aren't we? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, not really. Well, there's only one way. First of all, you gotta go queen takes f7 check. First, you have to do the check. King h8. Then well, no, I guess that doesn't. Okay, so that's doesn't. Well, maybe if we play rook takes. Rook takes. Oh, I got it. Queen takes c5. Rook takes c5. Rook takes a8 check. Bishop takes a8. And rook d8 mate. Kaboom! Yay! Great find there. That was excellent. Glad you spotted that. Yeah. That was an excellent job there. That was tough, but we got it. We got it. That's how you use a pin for your advantage. Yeah, hoorah there. I think the queen's trapped. I think knight a5 wins the queen, if I'm not mistaken. Am I wrong? Is knight a5 win queen? Okay. What? No, it wins the queen on the spot. Are you sure? I don't see any other move that does it. That's the only move that wins the queen. Yeah, right. Yeah, I'm thinking that. There we go. Mm-mm. Nope, nope. That wins the queen right on the spot. Queen, knight a5. Oh, this is a checkmate. Rook takes d5. Let's see if this works. E takes d5. Queen f6 check. King e8. And then knight. Oh, nope, that doesn't work. I was going to go knight d6, but that can be knight d6 can be taken by bishop takes. Bishop takes d6. Okay, so that doesn't fly like I thought it would. We're close, very close though. Oh, we pick up a rook. Let's see. Knight takes d5. E takes d5. Queen takes f6. Check. King. e8. And then. Well, that's more the merrier to sack, because we're all in anyways, right? We got to go all in, 100% in. Let's see. Oh, we are threatening to. Yeah, let's do it. I think it is a draw. The draw is this, though. Queen g6 check, king e7, queen f6 check. Okay. And the reason it was 21%, people grab the rook, and that loses. Okay, so I'll be right back. You guys take a look at this. Type in what moves you think, and I'll be right back. So you're thinking the first moves are b5, to cut off. I don't think so. I don't think he has any other response. I think b5 is the move. b5, c6, c takes b, or D takes C. If B takes C, then we basically win the queen. Ooh, wow, nice. So A up. So you're saying that he escapes. Let's see, A8. D there, bishop. Yeah, he does escape, doesn't he? Okay, the threat is so bishop b6, he takes, he takes. Kind of like it. Let's see here. So b5. C, B, b5, C, D takes, C takes. Yeah. Oh, so we were wrong there. Ah. Missed that. It was my bad there. Sorry about that, guys. We solved it, but I didn't even consider. You have to consider that. All right, let's get it back. Okay. Oh, wow, that does win material, but can you actually check though? So you have to always consider the check here after c4. Um, can he play rook takes h3 check? Or sorry, not h3, g3 check. I guess we can't go king f2 because of queen f4 check, and then we're actually toast at that point. Oh, queen f. Okay. Well, still, I think it still would be mate. Well, no, I guess it wouldn't. Well, maybe. And that would be mate, so let me see here. I'm actually thinking about bishop d7. d7, queen takes d7, queen takes d5. What do you guys think? Do you have any do you have any ideas, Morphe or Smart, or Play the Grub on this puzzle? see here. Okay. What's the line for that? Remember, he has to play the best move. Let's see. Bishop takes what? Bishop takes. Queen takes d6. Queen takes d6. See, bishop takes. Where's c4? Well, I don't understand. What's bishop c4, Erie? Is that on a different move sequence? Oh, I gotcha. c4, bishop. Oh, gotcha. Okay. But we have to always look for our opponent's best counter. The best counter after we trade is he has bishop takes f1. His best counter after we trade is bishop f1. Oh, wait a second. I think you're right. I think, let me see. So, if we take, queen takes there, and that takes, we win the queen. You're right. Yeah. Oh. So that was right. Ouch. That was not good. Why? Hold on, let me see. Why doesn't the other one work? I know, we'll get it though. Let me see. Takes. Oh, it's because of mate. Ah, drat. Okay. So that's, I didn't calculate it out far enough, drat. I can't believe I missed this. So the only way to stop basically mate from happening is actually to draw the queen totally away. This is the only way to hold the position. And now we're threatening, so if he plays here, we're threatening mate in 3. I should have seen that. That was mate in 3 because of this weakness here. His open file weakness. See, by clearing out this spot here, we could take the queen and then slide our queen in. Yeah, it was a decoy. Okay, decoy. Okay, this is a cincher here, there, intercepts, and then we mate. Oh, really? What? Oh, because he can block. Oh, drat, he blocks there. So you have to take first, and then now check. Oh, that was my bad. That was my bad. I thought for sure that would be too simple. I should have thought about that there. Okay, that was mine. We'll hunker down and not move fast. We'll get this back. Went too fast. I thought I saw it really fast, but that was one. I missed one move sequence before, but we'll get it back. Let's see here. So 2371. We can get this. Not a problem. Not a problem at all. Okay, so he's threatening basically a castle here. So we have to move really quick and fast. Let's see, how can we take advantage of that? Ooh, I have an idea. Queen c6. Queen c6 would pick up a rook in the corner, yeah. There we go. Here, there. Oh boy, this is a let's see. This is a endgame puzzle. So king b5. Actually, I'm sorry, king c king c6, king c6, and if king b3, then king takes d5. Otherwise, the pawn's going to promote. So if king c6, d4, a4, d3, a5, d2, a6, I think. Is it still a draw though? 6, a1, sorry, d1 equals queen. And then a7. But what's the whole line though, economy? Because we have to make sure that our line is. The only reason I was thinking King C6 was to stay in contact with the pawn if he is to decide to trade, but what? Because we have to always have that in our back of our mind that he could queen. Oh, you're lost at that point? Okay, let's give her a go. Okay. We didn't have the right move sequence. Ugh. Say queen and takes h6. Takes h6. If king takes h6. Let's see here. Yeah. Let's see. Rook takes g7. Rook takes g7. Knight f6 check. King h8. Queen takes h6 check. Rook h7, and then queen f8 is mate. Or we can just mate that way. That works too. There's another way to mate I'll show you, and then we'll get on to our next one. This one's even nicer. Yeah, we'll get it back. We just gotta just start, hammering away at it. Let's see, queen f6, king e8. Knight g6. king f7, queen h7, king e8, and then I believe we have mate. Let me write that out and see if we got it right. Okay, knight g6 check, king f7, queen h7 check, king e8, queen g8. I think that's mate. Yeah. No? Oh, snap. Maybe it's some, yeah. No? Okay, so that's not it. Okay, so what was the most sequence again? Let me see here. So check first. Check. 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 I gotta see, why wasn't ours right? There has to be something I missed. Oh, it's D8. Okay. That's the reason. Okay. I missed that he could flee here, so that, okay, so that when he goes there, then we check. Now that's covered, so when he comes up, okay, it was all based on this square there. Okay, it's all about dominating a square, so we had the right idea. He just had a flight square to get away. Okay, that's not a problem. We can fix that. Not a problem at all. That's why we study these, is actually to learn, and the more you learn, the better you get. So I just got to be on the lookout for flight squares for our opponent. Let's see here. So king up. He thinks he's covered everything, but he has it. We have it. We have everything we need. We just have to get the right move sequence, and then it is ours. He can't take our bishop because of this pin, so we don't really have to worry about that. Okay, what am I missing here? There has to be, we have so many pieces around the king, there has to be a mate somewhere here. I think that's the mate. I think you found it. I think rook h3 is the move that actually wins on the spot. There's no way to parry that threat. Well, there, he could move up further if let's see, if rook h3, If king f6, alright, if he takes, it's over. So king f6, he's going to play. Queen takes, h6, check. h6, check. King. No, I think we have an even better move. Let me see here. Rook here, king there. We have knight g4, check. King f. Oh, I have an even better one. Knight d7 check. Knight d7 check. Knight d7 check. And then if queen takes d7, bishop f e5 is mate. Okay. That sounds like fun. We'll do that. We'll go over a game. Yeah. Wow, he went back. Okay. That's different to say the least. Let's see, takes, moves the rook, takes, they're still mate. Yeah, let's just grab the pawn. Okay. We'll go over the Nakamura game, that'll be fun. And then we'll do a couple more puzzles, and then I got a log. Bishop takes d3. Queen takes d3, and I like how he took and he slow played it. He used he did trade off his good bishop though for black's bad bishop, which is its light square bishop in the Caro-Kann. But that's not a big problem when it's shut down like that. So you can actually use your knights potentially after, like knight here, and then you can get your knights involved. And then if pawn takes here, I'm thinking potentially, let me see, what would be a good move here? Probably knight takes. No, we wouldn't want to do knight takes, would we? Oh, okay. Knight there, okay. C5. D takes C. And then I like how he did this and opened an attack. He wasn't afraid to sack material. The queen's almost trapped. Almost. Knight there. We'd love having that. But we almost got the queen. One more move and we got the queen. But yeah, he's attacking, so we gotta move. Oh, there it is. Nice. We still have the queen trap idea. There we go. And then bishop takes, e takes. Oh yeah. Bishop e3, e5, f4. And this is a big time problem for black at this moment. And now we can basically bring a rook over potentially here, or just retreat the bishop back. It all depends. Just a waiting move. Yeah, now this is a problem. If he takes here, this loses on the spot. Checkmate. And so if here, checkmate. And if here, then we can just do whatever one we want. This is just so, that was a sweet tactic. Then if you tried something like this, then we can potentially, let me see here. So you always gotta find the best continuations. Probably something like this, I'm thinking. Oh, you just take, and okay, if queen takes, then you win that. If that takes, then it's mate 2. So a5 is basically the only move, okay. And you basically pick up a whole rook, so that's not fun. Let's take a look at this. Come on. Alright. A Morphe game. Ooh, a 17 move game. Nice. I'll pull up a board. Come on board. Oh, Morphe's wide, okay. Oh, the King's Indian. We just were looking at that with Simon Williams. King's Gambit, King's Indian attack type of thing. Not King. Sorry, not King. I don't know why I was thinking King's Indian. It's the King Pawn Gambit. That's what I mean. So A. Oh wow, this is very interesting. Very similar to the move that uh, Simon Williams talked about. H4, okay. Yeah, he was talking about something like bishop. Here, our best move for white is actually knight c3, I believe that's what he was saying. And this only helps after here. The queen would take at that point. And you're actually doing really good for white. No, almost all your pieces are developed, and you're still threatening here. You're threatening there. You're still good. There's the first tactical shot. Check. And then now we gotta bring one more piece in. Queen takes. King moves. Now we want to bring in a rook, so that's good. Queen c5 is actually the worst move. More likely, yeah, you just take there so you get a piece back. And then now you got another tactic. And there's another check. Wow. See if he takes here, bishop takes, c takes, and then queen takes here, e, and then just way too much material, way too much material. Check, mate. There's way too much material. They're not the most accurate moves, but the most tactical for sure. Okay, we'll do a couple more of these, and then because these are fun, I enjoy doing them. Let's see here. Boy, I gotta figure out because I want to play knight g4, knight g4 check, but king g1, and then what? Then what? Well, maybe we have knight to g4 check, queen g3, and I believe that wins. Knight g4 check and queen g3, and there's no way to prevent mate from coming to pass. Let's see, queen g3. If rook h3, hold on, let's try this again. Rook king g1, queen g3, rook h3. And if queen f2, king h2. Snap, crackle, and pop. I think it's a mate after that. He'd have to go king to h1. My bad, sorry. I apologize. He can't go king h2. I knew there was a sitch here. Hold on, I put the wrong thing down. And that's a check. We can actually potentially play knight takes f1. Knight takes f1 here too is a playable move. But I think it's kind of a a crazy move, but I think we're kind of forced with this here. Drat. uh, that would be interesting, wouldn't it? I think you're right on that one. Nice work. One, 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 one. Okay, this is about a race to the finish. Let's see here. B6, B3, B7, B2, B8 equals queen, king A2. That is true. Hey, that's worth a thing right there. Yeah, I agree with you. And then queen G8. I mean queen, not G8. G8 check. Well, that's good. We'll have to that that pushes us to work for an endgame. So It's important to do that. So, what are you guys thinking about that? And what I'm for improving. So if we have to get better in end game, we most definitely will. We'll have to just train really hard at end game. Because that's it's just one thing you have to do. Do you like the line, everyone? What you guys think about the line? And then what we could do is when he goes to king to a1, king to a1, we can pin the pawn via queen to g7 and basically wall walk. Yeah. Like king a1, queen g7, and and then if he comes up king a2, queen a7, king a1, queen f6, king a1, or king a2, queen f4, or I think it's f5, and then king a1, something similar to that. I'm trying to work out a line that's like that we zigzag our way through. But I'm thinking that this is the first move. Oh, so no queen there. Wow. It's a study. Oh, because it's a draw. I did not even see that. That was a tough one. And then when he queens. Opposition. So it goes back to opposition. Okay. We'll do one more and then I gotta log. We're doing not bad. We're just got to make sure we see all the moves. Well, we'll get back. We'll get there. You know, it's just time. It's got to work, and we'll improve. We will, because we won't stop till we do. Let's see here. If we play queen takes d5, check, king h8, bishop takes d4, bishop takes d4, and then queen takes d4. But we ought to be careful here because our knight's also hanging. So at the very end of that line, he'd do queen takes h4. So that's out of the question. I wonder. I think I need to throw an in-between move in first. Right, right here, right after this. Oops, I should write after here. This move here. After king h, rook takes f8. Check. Queen takes f8. And then now we play bishop takes d4, bishop takes d4, and then queen takes d4. And we have won a piece in that line. That should be the move there. There we go. Well, I'll try it. We'll do one more because we want to end. We'll try to end on 360. Yeah. It's just I knew there was a line there. We just had to find the line. Okay, this one is oh man, this isn't fun. Ugh. Okay. Another study, knight f6. If f8 equals queen, check, king takes f8. So, I don't like those ones. we're in check, so we have to either do. We have a couple things we can do. I don't think it's blocking with the knight. I'm thinking that it's potentially oh, that's right. I hate when that happens. Hey, how you doing? What about King F8? So King F8, Queen H, Queen H 8, King takes F7, and then we'd have to be careful of Queen to H5 check, huh? Let me see here. So what about is this anything? What this what does he do after queens though? Do we just take and then what can he do then? Queen F there. I kind of see because if we do it, let me see. I think, are we safe after that line? We'll do one more. We'll do this one. Let's do this. So Queen H4, pawn to G8 check, King takes, Queen D8 check, Knight Knight E8. He doesn't have any checks after that. And then if H yeah, I'm thinking that's right as well. can't come up because he'll check us. We can't go to the second rank. I think our best opportunity is king to e8, and then if he tries, his only check after that is queen to b8, and then we have king d7, and if queen b7, rook to c7, and I think, or maybe queen b7, we can go king. So check. I'm not sure. You're doing great though. So just keep up the good work. We got this. What do you think about the line? What you guys think? Do you think we got it right with king e8? I'm actually thinking about king after this line here. Right here. Let's see. Right here. That's it. King e6. King e6 at this point. Maybe. Alright, we'll call it on that. Great work. I do want to see the continuation though. I'm interested. King d6 is right. King e6, okay. Yeah, this is what I was this is the line I was thinking about. So there's no more checks at this point. It's all covered up. So king h2. and then we end up queening, and we win. Okay. Boom. Yeah. We'll get it back. Not to worry. Do you have any questions on this line or any of the games that we went over? Okay. I wanted to thank you all for logging on. You know what? Where life is about treasuring your victories and learning from your losses. And what we have to do is always remember that mistakes do not define us. It's how we handle the mistakes that define us. Especially when we're if you're like metal that's getting stronger and stronger and more valuable, you have to get the imperfections taken out, and the process you have to get hotter, and then you take more of the I think it's the coal out. I believe that's the term. I may be saying it wrong, but I believe it's the coal. And then what happens is you have to put it in even hotter temperature, and then take more of the imperfections, so that when it's finally done, gold goes from 8% or 8 carat to 24. So it's a 24, which means it's the finest of gold. You know what? Now you have to take it hotter and hotter and hotter and hotter, and then you just keep taking more perfections. But the problem with it is it's soft, but it's so valuable because all the minerals are. All the bad things that would cause it not to be 100% perfect is taken out. And so we have to remember that during that process, we're going through a very sensitive time of our becoming stronger. And I always think of a diamond. A diamond is like it can drill through anything, but if you hit it, it shatters at almost at just nothing, close to nothing. But it's think how strong you can use it to drill through anything. It's the hardest mineral, one of the hardest minerals. And that's what we have to be. We have to be rock hard, and we have to be able to drill through those tactics. And that comes with just practice. That comes with being put in the furnace and getting all of our imperfections taken out. And then when we're finally done, we're very valuable and very good. It's very good. And so don't look at the points. Don't look at that, because that's just a topical thing right now. You have to look at, are we going from 10 to 12 to 14 to 16 to 18? How far are we away from 20? When it comes to gold and all that. And you know what? We just gotta compile the days after days of study. And you know what? Chess is fun. We learn from all of our mistakes, and that's how we get better. We're not like the ground that when we make the first mistake we give up. We don't let things interfere with our studies, so we're not to tear the ground with weeds. And we're not the ground that you take your talent and basically just throw it off to the side. We're not that ground. We're the ground that grows good crops, but it's a lot of work. And you know what? It's not easy. Same thing when you build a sword. A lot of the blacksmiths have to hammer out that piece of metal till it's straight, and then when they're done, they're not done then at all. They have to sharpen it with a stone, and then they're not done even then. They have to make a handle. They're not done then. They have to make sure when they're swinging it that the weight is proper. So it's like, how many processes do they have to do? A multitude of processes before they get that sword that when they go into battle they know that they're ready, and that sword will protect them. It will defend them, and they can defeat their opponents. Same thing. Like I always remember this story, and I'll do a quick story, and I'll let you go. Is this? There was how an archer makes an arrow is really interesting. The archer makes an arrow by taking the kind of like the most unbendable thing, the toughest one, like out in the desert. You know how they have those brushel bushes. That's what happens. He takes that, and then he forms in the ground a mold of an arrow. And he takes one of his arrows and forms one. And then what he does is he gently puts it over the fire. And what he does is he makes sure that, actually, I'm sorry. First of all, he has to take off the thorns. And then what happens is he has to then put it over the fire, gently bend it, put it over the fire, gently bend it, put it over the fire, gently bend it until it's straight. All throughout that process, though, he's putting oil on it. And he knows when the arrow is perfectly straight and you can see his image in it, he knows that the arrow is ready. So I wanted to share that one story that I heard. And that's how we have to be when we shine, and we can see those tactics, and we shine the image of a tactic in our mind. We got it. Okay, and I will leave you with that thought. Because remember, what do? We hang up our coat, we hang up our hat, we sit down and study when most won't we do, and that makes all the difference. And that's Leslie So says through the Lord Jesus. And as I say, God bless. And I'll see you guys next time on Chest Cruncher TV. Have a blessed morning, afternoon, and evening. And Lord willing, I'll be back on tomorrow, and we'll keep pushing forward, becoming an arrow, getting better and more valuable, and sharpening our swords. Great job. Go Team Chest Cruncher. Hoorah. Be blessed. And chess is fun. Bye-bye.